Big news for your wallet and your local community. It looks like councils across the UK might soon get new powers to raise money, and it could change how our local services are funded. Communities Secretary Steve Reed has just thrown his weight behind the idea, telling MPs that he's officially asked the Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, to consider giving councils a whole new set of financial tools. So, what does this actually mean for you? Well, one of the biggest ideas on the table is a tourism tax. Imagine you're booking a hotel for a weekend getaway. If this goes through, you might see a small extra charge per night. This isn't a new concept. Many cities around the world already do this. The idea is that visitors who use local services like public transport, parks, and street cleaning should contribute a little something to their upkeep. It's a way for popular tourist spots to generate revenue without putting the entire burden on local residents. Think about it. Places like Cornwall, the Lake District, or major cities like London and Edinburgh attract millions of visitors every year. A small nightly fee, say £1 or £2 per room, could add up to millions for the local council. That money could then be reinvested into maintaining tourist attractions, improving infrastructure, or even funding essential services that benefit everyone, from locals to visitors. It's a way to make tourism more sustainable, ensuring that the very things that attract people in the first place are well maintained for years to come. But the tourism tax is just one piece of the puzzle. Other, more ambitious ideas are also being floated. The County Councils Network, which represents many of the larger local authorities, has put forward some interesting proposals. One of them is allowing councils to keep a portion of the income tax collected in their area. Right now, almost all of that money goes straight to the central government. If councils could retain even a small percentage, it would give them a direct stake in the economic success of their community. When local businesses thrive and more people are employed, the council's budget would grow too, creating a powerful incentive to support local economic development. Another idea is to let councils keep a share of the stamp duty from new property sales. Stamp duty is the tax you pay when you buy a house. As new homes are built and sold, a slice of that tax revenue could go directly to the local council. This would be a massive help in areas with a lot of new development, as it would provide funds to build the necessary infrastructure like schools, roads, and doctors' surgeries that new residents will need. It connects the financial benefits of growth directly to the community that's experiencing it. Steve Reed seems genuinely enthusiastic about these possibilities. He told a committee of MPs that he has been a long-time supporter of fiscal devolution, which is the fancy term for giving local areas more control over their finances. He said he has made his case to the Treasury and is now waiting with anticipation to see what the Chancellor decides. The upcoming budget will be the moment of truth. Will the government give councils these new powers, or will it stick with the status quo? However, there's one big topic that's conspicuously off the table: council tax reform. This is a huge deal because, for many people, the current council tax system feels broken. It's based on property valuations from way back in 1991. Think about how much house prices have changed since then. A small flat in a now trendy part of a city might have been valued very low back then, while a larger family home in a less fashionable area might have had a higher valuation. This creates all sorts of unfair situations. Studies have shown that people in lower value homes often end up paying a higher proportion of their property's current value in council tax compared to people living in multi-million-pound mansions. It's a system that many argue is regressive, hitting those with lower incomes the hardest. Despite these widespread concerns, when Reed was asked directly if he had discussed reforming council tax with anyone in government, his answer was a simple and direct no. This will be a disappointment for the many campaigners who have been calling for a complete overhaul of the system for years. They argue that any discussion about local government funding is incomplete without tackling the fundamental flaws of council tax. So why is council tax reform so difficult? Well, it's politically explosive. Any change would create winners and losers. Millions of households would see their bills go up, while others would see them go down. No government wants to be the one to tell a huge chunk of the electorate that their taxes are about to increase, even if the overall system becomes fairer. It's a political hot potato that successive governments have been too scared to touch. Alongside these discussions about new taxes, Reed also talked about the government's fair funding review. This is an ongoing effort to make sure that government grants are distributed more fairly across the country. Reed explained that over the last 14 years, the link between the funding a council receives and the level of deprivation in its area has weakened. In simple terms, some of the poorest areas haven't been getting the level of support they need, while other, more affluent areas might have been getting more than their fair share. The goal of the review is to re-establish that link, directing more money to the communities that need it most. The idea is to level the playing field, giving people in disadvantaged areas a better chance to succeed. This could mean more funding for schools, social care, and job training programs in the places that have been left behind. It's about tackling inequality at its root and making sure that where you live doesn't determine your opportunities in life. So, we're at a fascinating crossroads for local government finance. On one hand, there's the exciting prospect of new, innovative ways for councils to raise their own money, like tourism taxes or retaining a share of income tax. This could lead to more self-sufficient, empowered local communities that can respond directly to the needs of their residents. On the other hand, the fundamental and widely criticized system of council tax remains untouched, a problem kicked down the road once again. The next few months will be crucial. All eyes will be on the Chancellor's budget announcement. Will it be a moment of bold reform, giving councils the freedom they've been asking for? Or will it be a more cautious approach, leaving the bigger questions for another day? Whatever happens, the decisions made will have a real impact on the services you use every day. From the state of your local parks to the quality of care for the elderly, it's a story we'll be following closely. Thanks for watching. What do you think about these proposals? Would you be happy to pay a tourism tax? Do you think council tax needs a complete overhaul? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, please give it a like and subscribe for more updates on the issues that matter to you. See you next time.